Welcome to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories.
On this episode, we feature Yvonne Patterson and Fitzroy Douglas. This episode is going to reveal power, strategy, and manipulation. In St. Vincent, we've had persons who tried to rob credit unions, banks, and so forth. This time, the robbery was so big that the monies were estimated at over $389,000. That's a set for life. That's a Super 6. And guess what was bought for? Shortly after the monies was stolen. A car valued at 13,000 Eastern Caribbean dollars. And not a Ferrari, not a Jaguar, nor a Bentley or an Escalade. A mileage car valued at over $13,000. What would you do if you have $380,000 in your possession? Would you go for something at $13,000? Or would you splurge knowing that they would get at you at one point? Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like these. Banks and financial institutions in St. Vincent are well guarded. So one might just say, where was the security? Where was the police? But you see, the bank was not robbed by armed robbers. It was an insider job done by a bank clerk. But you see, the $389,000 was not transferred on one occasion. It was transferred over a period of time. So you see, it was very hard for the bank to detect. But no one ever robs financial institutions, and they don't find out. You ever heard the saying, moon a run until they catch her? They have to do an audit at some point in time. The phone rang. Fitzroy, where are you? Fitzroy said, who this? The fella said, the bad man from prison. The man who sent people to the graveyard already. So I want you to listen to me carefully. And if you put her down the phone, we are coming for you. Fitzroy said, coming for who? I am not afraid of you, boy. You don't know me. The man named Fitzroy. You are standing at the shop now. And they identified the color of the shop. And they said, if you move, we send the bad men to get you now. Fitzroy put down the phone. Trrr, trrr, trrr. The phone rang again. The man them say, boy, we know your whole family. Anyhow, you violate and put down phone again. The man them name out her mommy, her siblings and everybody. And told the Fitzroy where he was the night before. Fitzroy said, well, if you saw me last night, send me a picture because a seeing is believing. Boy, the man them snap a picture from inside the cellar where they were located. And they sent Fitzroy a picture of the location where he was the night before. Just imagine getting paged from prison from a bad man. There are men doing some heavy jail sentence in prisons who don't care if they come out or not. You see, Fitzroy knew that prisoners had escaped already. And one of those escapees was one Viran Primus. It is alleged that the clerk had a disability, and the bad men used that to their advantage. They made several threats, saying that they are going to come for them, so Fitzroy have to walk by orders. So when they send him out to deal with a scene, he has to get that scene handled. It is alleged that one time, while Fitzroy was walking going home, someone burst off a machine close to his edge. Tack, 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 tack. Fitzroy got so frightened until he wet his pants. The bad men called and they said, Fitzroy, you see what can happen? So you have to follow the orders that we give. So an order was given that he would give you one order to remove some monies from the bank, and a relative would come and collect those funds. But you see, the bad men could not keep track of the funds that was being removed. So the allegations are that Fitzroy went to buy a car for $13,000. In St Vincent, men only buy cars by the paint on the vehicles. They don't check anything else. The man them said that when Fitzroy passed through the village in the car, bass and mids turn right up, supercat a thump out, dan that a play up and loud. You see, some people don't know the power of money, you know. Just imagine having some money, rolling in a brand new whip, well, a second hand one, and having a supercat music playing on loud. You feel like an Italian mafia. You feel like you cannot mash up ants. It is alleged that one Popeye, better known as Oliver, had won a game of Chidi one time by 40's footstep. Boy, somebody told the man that the number called. The man went to buy 40. The man said, I case of chicken back. You have a sack of rice. You have a sack of flour. And that me want me a big timer. You know, see me win Chidi. Put it on the table now. This not a £1, not on £2. Oh, what about a black boy from town who did want the big money the time? The man them say black boy go and buy a brand new van. When men try to warn the black boy said you can't talk to me. Every night a steak. He was hanging out by the big exquisite restaurant. A few months after, black boy lost everything because the men that warned him about the type of engine he was using, and it had to be serviced on a regular basis. But black boy did not listen. He lived like an Italian mafia for a short period of time. You see, Fitzroy, that car alone can't do it. So the man put aside a little $40,000 for himself and stashed that away in the house. Anytime the man want to buy a little food and thing, the man just pull a 100. It is alleged that there was so much cash lying around until rats went into the house and bit a couple of bills, so he had to stash it away again. You see, Fitzroy alleged that the relative came to collect some monies on several occasions, and he had to hand it over. At the time, Yvonne did not take anything. She was just walking under orders. Just imagine, you took $389,000 and you did not get anything for yourself. You did not buy a blouse, a skirt, now a simple shoes, now organize a wedding. Who does that? That's like when Steve Urkel used to say, did I do that? You see, you're a clerk. You knew that eventually the bank was going to do an audit and find out that cash was missing from sorting accounts. I'm wondering what kind of television or radio you have. Is it one made from cardboard box? Don't you watch TV series to see what the robbers do when they escape with larger sums of cash? They try to flee immediately to a different country. None of you tried to flee. Didn't you see what Ames did when Bokomendi crashed? He jumped on a boat and ran away. Eventually, the police closed in on them and they were arrested. At first, they hired their lawyers and pled not guilty to the charges. But something told them that the evidence was against them, so they decided to change their plea to guilty. So they went before the magistrate, and the lawyers cried not to give them a custodial sentence. So they were given a suspended sentence. Persons think that they got away, but it's not like that. Within the first 6 months, they have to each pay back $25,000. The 40 plus 1,000 that Fitzroy had home, they confiscated that, and that would be returned to the bank. They also confiscated the vehicle. You see, after they make the first payment, they have to make another one again. It is alleged that if they don't make the first $25,000 payment, that they will be put in jail for about 2 years. And then they have to make payments upon payments again. and that one is difficult. You see, the men involved in the matter are not joker boys, you know. They are serious men. So, the police did not put out the name of the man who was sitting in jail. You see, in a case like this in America, you're offered a plea deal. So you would be given a lesser sentence to rat out the mastermind. But you see, a case like this is complicated. Because if you rat out the mastermind and then you are put in jail with the mastermind, if you drop the soap, you are going to end up in problem. Have you ever watched the movie Big Stan when he was preparing to go to prisons? You better prepare. Overseas, the prosecution witness will be put in a witness protection program. But, oh boy, this is a complex matter. I think the best option here would be to try and work and get back that money. Because you see, even if you do the jail time, you're always gonna have to be paying and paying and paying. And the bank is not going to just settle for you to sit down in jail. Remember, people's monies are involved. So, they are trying to retrieve all the monies. To be honest, this is a sad situation. A lot of persons said that they knew the young man and the lady. Oh boy, good citizens. All because someone called a shot.